Good day and hello everyone. Welcome back. We're playing more Tavern Talk. I'm excited what's gonna happen next. We met Rhea, Kyle, Lynn. We got a bit of lore and backstory of Fable. So I'm really excited where this is gonna go. Also, new outfit. Who's this? Absolutely loving this dress. It is really comfy. Even though it's like 10 degrees here in Australia, you know, when you want to be a medieval tavern keeper, you just gotta suck it up. So, let's get playing. Is there two? Oh, autosave. Okay, whatever. We'll go this way. Let's... Oh! Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn. Scene 3, New Friends and Former Meets. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. That cat right there looks like my hat map. And I've always wanted a sheep, so, you know, it's canon now that I own a sheep. Let Luke know. Please. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. Now I have access to some fey crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Bum, bum, bum! Oh. Ooh! Diplomacy is key. I just got an achievement. Who is that? Oh! Fable, do it. Oh! That's really cute. That's really cute. So, Inky. A drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you too, Lynn. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. They look really excited. Thank you. I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well and with a friend. We ain't friends. I just love Lynn. She is gorgeous. We're not. So you two didn't form a party? No. I have to say no like Withers from Baldur's Gate is now just embedded in my mind. No. Oh, Lynn, be nice. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them some of your dishwater at the very least. Wow. Family feud? We're not going to address the comment about our drinks. I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like a feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was going to kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died. No. Alfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. Yes, for the whole class. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot. Yeah, fill in the blanks. I think she's confused because the quest was to save villagers from the werewolf. And now, it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Lynn. I didn't. Was there by a chance. They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Ooh. Ooh. Sure was. Wow. That face. That is so cute. That face is so cute. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. Do you steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about the beginning? Right, I was born on half a... Love it. I was born on half-crescent dreaming moon of the quest fable. Right, the quest. Driving there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tregarin right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you catch a glimpse of the wild fields and vineyards as well as one farm after the other. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset. You have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. Wait. Don't wood elves have good eyesight? In D&D they do. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human, but darkness is darkness, and I'm no owl. Thank God you're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you'd do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Wow. Just kidding. Anyway, lucky darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay. I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was patting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned all my courage. I stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would help calm her down. It confused me, all right. Who the heck sees a werewolf, and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person. Or an insane one. It worked, didn't it? This dynamic is adorable. Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded me with a, "What?" So the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said, "Again, please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No. I asked, "Who are you? A guard?" I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality, then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. You turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes, gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly, something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carlin and the werewolf on the ground fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. So you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the werewolf's flannel rags. They were blue checked and had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear. That old. Hey, why can't I say that? What the? Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years. Was coping about it. I heard Ralphie bark. Haven't seen that old man in years. Was copping about it by joking. That's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedora. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left. Ran away without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedora behind. Worried senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him. And all their savings missing. Swore I was going to kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to get those problems as far away from everyone else possible. Idiot. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen. So, I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. Fable! My aim was a little shaky, so I ended up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course. But they must have believed me because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, little pal. Thank you. I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. Was wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves? Oh, well, anyway, I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon? I've never worked out how to say that. That's how I figured out about Mr. Dragon and Carlin and the miscommunication. Feud. The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it, but he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we had known, we'd have helped him the best we could. The very least, we would have built a sturdy shed or scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving and dealing with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing, not any human things, or Vulcan things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. Their silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. And you got them to do that? Oh my goodness. The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it even before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to? Maybe. How did it go? Fine, we'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Wonderful. Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with a cure he still can barely control himself. We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he had done, that he has to accept that he's different now and learn to live again. Of course it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement and a small community that enjoys the company of warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. That sounds like a bunch of... It's real. You're a crescent moose. Well, introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy. I can never say that. His werewolfness. That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. I wouldn't call it an ending rather than a beginning of something new. So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another? Exactly. I like that. So after your heroic therapy session, you two decide to grab a drink together? Got offered to spend the day at the settlement, but they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they needed to update you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something. I had to report back on the quest. I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolves. Said something about it being for you, Innkeep. Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know. I promise. That wasn't that hard, was it? Well... So a drink? What can I offer you, Lynn? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean make me the usual strength. Never gets old. Awesome. Hey, Andrew. Okay. Strength. Strength. Yep, that's defense. Southern brawler. So. Whoop. 1. Oh, one more. Perfect. Some charisma. And some defense. Awesome. Ooh, nice. Surprise! Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you? Do you have something that will calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike? Back to my senses? Been a stressful day. Night. Morning. Sequence of events. Swift strike. Let's go. Ooh. Nice. So. Oh, I'm spilling it everywhere. Nice with strike. I love this bottle. Intelligence. Some defense. Nice. Oh, that's pretty. That's really, really pretty. Okay, let's send it. Ooh, I love her sword. Here you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're going to pass out at any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Harlan, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. Oh, that's a bit rude. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you No. Duh. Are you heading home, Fable? Yes. I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first. Yes, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different and from what I expected. I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you ever considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day? That's a very tall order. You're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I would just prefer if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help. Maybe you should ask Harlan first, but I'll be happy to be second. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world. And you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such calamity. Yeah, no. No, thank you. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm going to head home now. Do that. I'll stock up on your quest for you. I can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is so cute. Oh, nighttime. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Good evening to you too. Ah! Ooh! Ooh! This quest, it wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Sophia? Ooh. Did the wind carry you in? Oh. Whoopsie! They look so cool. No, my legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally, physically, emotionally. Emotionally? I want to take on that quest, go to the castle, get that cape. I mean, yes. Well, no one has gone to the castle yet, so if someone like you to go, they would be welcome to. So you know of the castle? Yes? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings of a strange, fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence! Me too! Has she ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has once had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was the only one here at night? Yes? Would you say she was unnaturally pale? Wait. Is this her? Is this the cape? Hold that thought. No, she had a lot of makeup on, or maybe not. But below that mask? Sure, yes. Well, guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Did you hear about the wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yes, she has a lot of werewolves traps set up, but all animals seem to steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked, so nothing can go inside or leave. And anything that tries to merge into her land in one way or another has a grave pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding, rotting flowers. Oh goodness. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb of something still alive. Or for a goth or vampire, she seems to be a thief. It appears so. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. Ooh, I love them. You're not worth the coins in your pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. Rude. I don't know what accent that was. Rude. Rude. I suppose anything worse than that is stealing a man's hat. Not if it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. The consequences being you. Exactly. It definitely sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I'm one with the shadows and the wind. Gone before they even notice I'm there. So you could easily swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Oh my goodness, innkeeper. Just something to pretty up my tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as decoration. Like a chair? Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. I'd prefer something smaller, like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to a eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you to deliver yourself to her doorstep and the cape back to me, along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? I could do with one of those. I heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadows. Say, what do you trade for them? How about a joke? A joke? I don't do jokes. Then I don't do drinks, I'm afraid. Oh, they got tears. Oh dear. How do explorers hide their treasures? How? By dragging them to a safe location. All right, I feel bad for you. You may have one of my renowned drinks and some of my renowned fusions. In fact, I just got a fresh shipment today, was finally able to unpack them. Infusions? Intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? Ooh. For your purpose, I think you could benefit from either some fey crystals or frozen pine cones. The frozen pine cones have absorbed some of nature's icy properties. They can help you form magical frost barriers that will hurt those trying to harm you. The fey crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they turn you invisible eventually. For a bit. The duration is a bit unpredictable. I've also got some phoenix chilies, but I don't think those will be very useful for your situation. Interesting. So what dark depths of yourself are you looking to explore? I fear the Lady Evelyn may be of the undead nature, so I must be strong and vigorous if I want my stake in her heart before her fangs are near my neck. Although that does sound appealing. Strength I can do, and some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smart route would be to evade her wrath entirely, to out-stealth her and steal the cape from right under her pale nose. so that she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such approach would require a certain amount of dexterity, and some invisibility could help with staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with the decision, Innkeep. Your wisdom is no joke, is it? I think it's a rogue. It's a rogue. Now that I have access to infusions, I have to be careful of how they interact with other ingredients. They might alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. To make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape, so I mix the correct ingredient. Maybe I should even try to add an infusion first and adjust the drink from there. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a try. So, I'm gonna put the crystal in. Okay. What's this one? Frosted Swift Strike. Let's go. Swift Strike? Yeah. So. Nope. That one. Oh, I'm nervous. Okay. Some intelligent. This is my favorite one. Liquid bottle. And some defense. Perfect. Ooh. Is it a swift strike? It hasn't come up. This is not the right drink, but it has to be a recipe. Oh, Endo. Okay. Oh, because we've already... Oh, okay, I get it. There we go. Okay. So, pouring it, since we've already got the crystal in, it already hits the intelligent bar. Go! Go. Ta-da! Here you go, a drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath? Not quite, but that's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something, Innkeep. Then it's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Ha! Good one. It tastes like, not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No, only the absence of it. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps as swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me, goodbye, Innkeep. I say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes do not lie with the realm keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. And if you don't, speak of my vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Farewell. Oh my goodness. So cool. So cool. Or for a better end. We know, if you have not read Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice, I think it's like near the end of the act, Shylock and Antonio. Vengeance! Yes. Lynn! Hey, sweetie. Oh my goodness. I'm taking this quest and a drink. Great. Did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Ah, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No, your beds are just too comfortable. Was hard to get up. Of course, my apologies. I'll make sure to take your feedback into consideration. Would you like a drink as a compensation? I think I already said that. Make me something strong that will wake me up and keep me up, too. Ooh! We put in a few. Let's. Okay. Nope, that's. Nope. One. Line 2. Perfect. Defense has already been hit. Whoop. Perfect. We'll give her this one. This is interesting. I wonder what's going to happen. That we give her a pine cone. Something strong coming right up. That is strong, just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Carlin. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yes, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. I see it's my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It's been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit still for too long, it feels like my bones are disintegrating. And I forget who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. That too. Well, boring is not what I would call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire's sunscreen couldn't get more reckless than that. It could be taking Elfie along. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So the saliva's for a vampire? Vampire sunscreen. Can't a vampire get their chimera goo themselves? It's a wyvern chimera. Vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quests, the quest economy would be in shambles. I suppose that would be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered a chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? I guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? I don't think so. Chimeras steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctorate. Good thing you aren't a priest. You do a piss poor job. They're allowed to leave piss as a swear word? Interesting. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay, nervous? I ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing, I'm asking. Yes, excitement. I've never encountered a guardian before. And I've always sorta wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about guardians? It's less about the Guardians and more about what created it, and maybe a little about the Chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yes, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is it about the dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my baba used to tell me bedtime stories about the dragons every night. She was a great adventurer and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met one up. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves. Had a little keepsakes from them and all. My sword, one of those, passed it on to me before she left. One day she was just gone. Think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. Like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Your family has a leaving problem. At least she left our savings alone. That sword and her story are all I have left of her. Going on this quest, it almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No. Was the only kind she never encountered. Oh, this is kind of like her legacy. This is so cute. Had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one, I think. But never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell her the story when I return. If I return. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good baba, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So, you like dragons? I do. They're fascinating creatures, very interesting, very magical. I like dragons. Because Skyrim, hello, the amount of times I have played Skyrim, I've got like 500-600 hours on every single console known to man, probably my refrigerator. Dragons are cool. Dungeons and Dragons are cool. I've read a lot of books about dragons. Love dragons. Love them. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting, very magical. They are fascinating and magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic and their wings. I used to pretend I was a dinosaur, so very close. You could just ask them for their magic, not sure about their wings. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. I don't do that magic. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. They are. You are gorgeous. And I don't need to rely on anyone, not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. A little self-reliance don't either. Touché. If you say so. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Lynn? I didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help. It's prepayment for me taking on your quest. Sure. I'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that could greatly help with your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. All right, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of a boost for this body couldn't hurt. Heard they're quick and doofy, so I need to be hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Baba talked quite a lot about how they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play, but I need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. Are you sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of Phoenix chili would make you fire resistant. That could be very useful in a fight. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on the topic of trickery, no, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. That's your job. Figure it out. Wow. Oh, I don't think killing is a good idea. Because we may need some more. Let's go intelligence. There we use. Ooh, we could do a sparkling nebula. We have done defense before. Let's do sparkling nebula. Yeah, let's go heavy. Didn't want anything, so I shouldn't. Much as I want to. I'm really excited to do this one. This one looks really pretty in the book. Top it up. Perfect. Ooh, I'm so excited to see what this looks like. Oh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. Thanks. I hope you seasoned it with some trickery. It does feel weird, like my brain is sparkling. No refunds. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends to not take a break, even for vampires. Maybe he should sunbathe less then. That might solve his problems. Might. But when he has an easy solution, ever been fun? But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I see what I can do. Maybe they got some mice in that mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Woo! I'm excited for that. Feeding Andy! Sweeping the floor! Blowing the candles out, because it's good night. Woo! Oh man, we're still in Act 1. Goodness. Well, might as well keep going. Starlight. Okay. Number 3. Number 4. Can't count. Oh! Hey, Innkeep. Oh my goodness, you are beautiful. Oh, I think I know who this character is. For people who don't know, this character was created on a person who, I'm not too sure if it was part of the team or if it was part of their Patreon or their Kickstarter, but they sadly passed away, and Gentle Trolls decided to put her in the game. Oh, so beautiful. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. I'm not going to do voices for Chrissy. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do. Yeah, the birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure it out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What would it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually, I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, But you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Oh. So, defense. Where is defense? Defense! Defense. Can we... Oh. Let's throw a pine cone in. Cool. And defense. Defense. And some charisma. Cool. Just using all the infusions. Oh. Just a bit, liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boris. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures like Sylvana spirits, trolls, and the alike. They also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure. But do you know what I'm most excited about? Nymphs. No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. That would be Fable's reason. You're so right. If you do happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year when the mornings are still a bit chilly and the sun trickles the sky on the horizon. It sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being distressed? Well, the cinnamon green cheek conjures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchinis. Oh, that's right. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry, or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but at least don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, Innkeep. See you soon. Oh, that was beautiful. Fable! Hello. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visit Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Carlin's quest and the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that. She told me before she left, in case she told me something to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course. We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. I know so many people that love that form of stars. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about the reflections and pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me that too. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors, echoes and distorts the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So what is it, Fable? I may have not finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather that Carlin was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves? Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you... I like trinkets? Oh! What is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it, while the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections. I managed to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Ah. Oh. I think it could also be a Big Dipper. It does look like a bit like a Little Dipper. Using a lot of imagination. Who knows? Maybe there's a world out there, the exact configuration of stars in the night sky. There might be. Maybe the Little Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? An innkeep. I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely, why have they got angry face? Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? Astral sea. Really? That's surprising. Then again, you do help people change, just like Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia? Cassiopeia? I don't know how to say that. I've never had to say it out loud. You have to give me your birth data soon so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. Fun fact. My rising sign, my moon sign, and my, I think it's sun sign, moon sign, one of those, all three of those, they are all Capricorn, which is kind of rare. All my signs are Capricorn, which is kind of funny. So I am a true blue, stubborn as a goat Capricorn. Yep. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jaw, a jackdaw, are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? A drink? Please, I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Fable. But drinks? Not sure how to make those just yet, especially those with the right balance. I still have to make the rounds around the grove lately. So could you make me something that'll keep me awake and agile? Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Thank you. One moment. Okay. So, she will want... Ooh. Swift. Let's do. Perfect. And then some intelligence. And then some defense. Swift strike. Pow pow. Maybe. They may not like it. Yeah. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. I need to have a look. Is there a way? Oh, wow! Oh. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, there is a full map. Oh my goodness. Passion Grove, Zenith, Wayfarer Zen. That's so cool. I didn't realize there was like a... Ooh, Banshee. We need one more for the Banshee. She, her, Kyle, he, him, they, them, she, her, he, they. Ooh. Chaotic good, neutral good. Chaotic neutral, the fool. Lawful neutral, that's cool. Kyle! Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Inky, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment, with winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during a games of hide and seek. I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps. But it underestimates my skill. As a 3-time hide and seek world champion, I'll never lose to such a youngling of an inn. Not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear Innkeep. It still has many aeons ahead of it. Like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think it'll be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Nope, not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that fake blood again. Please make sure my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. So he wants, what did he? Southern Brawler. We'll throw. Bam. And then. Whoop. Oh no, intelligence is done. Charisma. Southern Brawler. They did want a chili last time, so I'm trying it out with the chili. Oh, nice. Some fake blood for your bones, enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that would make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled the Innkeeper's Vein. Keep drinking, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I've sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon. You and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable team, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, and my hand and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. Oh. The weeping armorless pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of magic that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Lucky I managed to make new friends in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take her from him, he would turn me into ash. What a jokester! Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes, they tasted deliciously deadly. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, although I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would never agree to that. It's my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my Pascal? I don't know what that little thing above the A is. Recipe. I'm actually curious. What is this so-called recipe? Pashka. It's Easter bread from Romanian, which, more we know, pashka. Is it good? Very much so. Then I like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me? He asked me about you. Oh, shoot. Yes. He said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praise, of course. He asked me to deliver. I sung your praise, of course. He asked me to deliver you greeting. My goodness. He sung your praise, of course. I sung your praise, of course. So he asked me to deliver you greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the fake peace your precious innkeeper has found in her house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. What? Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want me to tell you more about your time at the market? Most certainly, I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. That is giving me Paddington Bear. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I brought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend brought a delightful raven figure with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Ugh. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A heaven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year she's the closest to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she's the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. Hope to be more capable and sunscreen by the end of it. Maybe even a less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. The refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. But the end of the astral moon we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it's a promise, mourning, but maybe a celebration also. Could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can only occur, the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you. As sweet as my blood, I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. It runs warm when people are kind to me. And all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There's nothing greater than friendship. Don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all more precious. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Oh, gosh. A dear friend stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said, what was it? Don't think too hard about it. Of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. Where did it go? Thank you. You're not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend? It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue, but he said he hopes you enjoy them. Fireworks! Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but what is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Oh, they're not fireworks. They are not fireworks. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What the hell is this person in the cloak? And why? How did they know that stars were There is a lot. Also, I don't think that's a cat anymore. I think that's a dragon. I don't know. But guys, we're up to Act 2 now. Huzzah! I don't know what's going to happen. This is so exciting. Well, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like me, go find that subscribe button. Go hit that subscribe button and, a jolly good time. Well, my little patrons and travelers and adventurers, I will catch you next time for more Tavern Talk. But until then,